A solid way, a versatile second move that attacks, controls the center, and develops a piece. A good way of defending and developing. The Italian game aims the bishop at black's f-pawn and leads to some explosive ideas. A somewhat passive move that overlooks the battle in the center. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Black develops the bishop and attacks the center. This prepares the bishop for development. One of the best moves. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. This creates luft for the king, providing it an escape square. This permits the opponent to eventually win a pawn. This will win a pawn with correct play. This is not the right idea. This is the way to win a pawn. Takes back. This misses an opportunity to capture a free pawn. This defends the attacked pawn. This kicks a bishop. This moves the bishop to safety. This misses a much better move. This misses a better way to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This permits the opponent to move. One more piece joins the action. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This creates a backward pawn, weakening the pawn structure. This stops the opponent from being able to win a knight through a fork. The best option was to castle to the same side as the opponent. This will win a pawn with correct play. A straightforward recapture. This misses an opportunity to capture a free pawn. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. That was a free pawn. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. The clearly correct move for a threatened queen. This avoids clear danger. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Very precise. This challenges the other rook for control of the open file. The better move was to move a rook to safety. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures from a previous move. The best option was to defend a pawn that was under attack. This permits the opponent to take an outpost with a bishop. This takes an outpost, a square where the bishop. A very strong play. A solid choice. This activates a rook by getting it to the 7th rank and also restricts the king. One of the best moves. Right on target. The better move was to defend a pawn that was under attack. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it. This allows the opponent to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. The best option was to defend a pawn that was under attack. A clear recapture. Black successfully removes the opponent's passer. There was only one good move there. This loses a pawn. This misses an opportunity to capture a free pawn. This is the strongest option. This defends the attacked pawn. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. Very precise. The game was close to balanced, but now white has a winning position. This is the only good move. A very strong play. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. This puts the rook behind the other player's passed pawn. The clearly correct move for a threatened pawn. A solid choice. One of the best moves. A very strong play. A solid choice. Placing a rook behind an opposing passed pawn can inhibit the pawn's ability to promote. One of the best moves. This evades the check from the rook. This is the only move that works. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This permits the opponent to checkmate the king. This misses an opportunity to checkmate the king. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. A very strong play. This was the only move. This moves the rook to safety. This causes white to be overloaded, having to defend too many pieces at once. A straightforward recapture. That was a free pawn. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Right on target. This evades the check from the rook. The clearly correct move for a threatened rook. This defends the attacked pawn. A solid choice. Pushing a passed pawn. This is the strongest option. This steps away from the checking rook. This threatens to checkmate the king. This prevents the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This threatens to checkmate the king. This stops the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This threatens to checkmate the king. This prevents the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This evades the check from the rook. The correct move to safety. One of the best moves. This gives away a free pawn. That pawn was free for the taking. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. Very precise. This evades the check from the rook. A very strong play. A solid choice. This evades the check from the queen. This threatens to win material by checking the king away from its defense. One of the best moves. A very strong play. This steps away from the checking queen. A solid choice. This steps away from the checking queen. One of the best moves. This steps away from the checking queen. A very strong play. This allows the opponent. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a rook. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. This loses a queen. This is the way to win a queen. The game ended in a draw by insufficient material.